have a confession to make. I think I'm addicted. No, not to OxyContin or fentanyl, at least not yet, but to Steelbooks. And that's the topic for today's episode. This is the Kazdoy Closet. I'm Kazdoy, and this is my closet full of all the stuff that I love. And today we're going to look at my Steelbook collection so far. Now I know in a way that these Steelbooks are kind of a sucker deal because they're always repackaging films in a different version, whether from DVD to Blu-ray or from a Blu-ray to 4K or in a limited edition with a bunch of extras or with a booklet or with special features or with Steelbooks just to get you to buy the film over and over again, and people have 3-4 copies of the same film. So I've tried not to buy any Steelbooks of films that I've already owned or films that I already own in a different format. Do I always succeed? Let's find out. I divided my Steelbooks into 4 different categories. Category 1 is films I used to have but bought again because now they're on Blu-ray and in a Steelbook version. And I'm going to start with Perfect Blue. Now this is an anime. I'm not a big anime fan. I'm not even a big animation fan, to be honest. But I had this before on DVD. I kind of liked it. It's a little harder edged as far as anime goes. And you know, anytime they describe something as being whimsical or cloying, I'm out. I'm not for that stuff at all. Sorry, Wes Anderson. I don't do whimsical. But this one I remember was a pretty good one, and I really liked how this Steelbook looked. And there's the back of it there. I'm not too crazy about that picture, but it does have something very important to do with the film. And then you open it up. There's not too much inside here. There's the DVD and the Blu-ray and this booklet, which is just a bunch of pictures, nothing special. Another film I used to own on DVD but got rid of, either I donated it or traded away or gave it to somebody, is American Psycho. And I was thinking about this not too long ago, thinking I should buy this again or at least watch it again because I remember kind of liking it. It's very unusual. I remember reading the book when it first came out in paperback, and this is a really nice edition. Now this is one of many Best Buy exclusives. You can't get them on Amazon or anywhere else, so that's even more enticing. And the price was good. It was only about 20 bucks. And this is really nicely done. So this has one of those clear slip covers. You take it off, and there's Patrick Bateman underneath. There's the back of it. Open it up. This has a 4K and a Blu-ray. Now I do not have a 4K TV or a 4K player, so I'm kind of paying for stuff that I really can't use, but it came with the Blu-ray, so I got it. So in the inside here, it has Patrick Bateman's business card. And if you've seen the film, you know why that's important in the film. Another film that I used to have on DVD, but not anymore, is Mothra. And this is one of those kaiju films, Japanese monster films. Kaiju, I believe, in English means strange beast. And this is a pretty goofy film, but this was like $11.99, and I just love this cover so much. And it has another slip cover that's clear, and there's some artwork on the back of Mothra. In case you didn't know, it's a giant moth. And on the inside, we have just the Blu-ray, but there's some more artwork as well on the inside of this one. Now the last Steelbook I have in this category of films that I used to own on DVD but no longer have is Carlito's Way. I just bought this yesterday, and it's Brian De Palma, it's Al Pacino. How can you go wrong? Why I got rid of it, I don't know. I get in these moods where I just need to purge my collection because it gets overwhelming and I need more room. So that's probably what happened. So this is another nice one, a Best Buy exclusive again. This has a little bit of artwork on the back and on the inside. And this has a 4K and a Blu-ray. The second category I want to go into is films I already have currently now on DVD, but I went ahead and bought it because it was Blu-ray and of course Steelbook. I have a lot of Alfred Hitchcock stuff. I took a course on him in college. I have almost all his films. So I had Rear Window already on DVD. Here it is. And of course, Best Buy had another exclusive. So I had to buy the Steelbook. There's the front and the back. Pretty cool artwork on this one. And open it up. It's got a 4K. There's some artwork inside. It's got a 4K and it has the Blu-ray in there. I have to double check because there's a lot of extra features on this DVD, documentary and other features. So I have to see if those features are on the Steelbook before I get rid of the DVD. Similarly, Vertigo is another one I already have on DVD. This is one of my favorite films. Never get tired of watching it. It's just fascinating. Maybe Hitchcock's best film and apparently his most personal film. And again, this one has some special features on the back. So I have to see if the Steelbook has the same features or not. But here's the Steelbook of Vertigo. This is really a nice one. Really like this classic, iconic poster. And then on the back, there's the master himself silhouetted with the two characters. He rescues her from jumping into the water in San Francisco. And then you open it up, and we have a 4K. We have the Blu-ray, and then with a little bit more artwork also. This was another Best Buy exclusive. The last film in this category of films I currently own on DVD but bought again is Apocalypse Now. Here's the DVD, which I've had for years. Probably one of the first ones I ever bought. And my brother and I actually saw Apocalypse Now when it first opened at the Cinerama Dome in Hollywood, of course. And they didn't even have the beginning and end credits attached to the film. So they gave us a program with all the credits as we were waiting in line. So I got another Best Buy exclusive of this one. And this is actually the final cut. So it's about 20 minutes longer. I don't know how different it is, but I guess I'm going to find out. And this is a really nice one. Again, a clear slip cover. Take it off. It looks like that. There's the back of it. And you open it up. And there is some more artwork inside. And there is the 4K and the Blu-ray. The only other extra on this is a Final Cut introduction by Francis Ford Coppola. Now the next category is much less embarrassing. These are films I've never owned, but now I own them on Steelbook. And first up is Death Wish, the Charles Bronson vigilante movie. In fact, on the back, it says, "If the police don't defend us, maybe we ought to do it ourselves." And you open it up. This is just the Blu-ray, not much artwork on the inside. This was a deal. I got this for Christmas actually last year. Thank you, Emma. It was only $10 on Amazon. I don't know what it's going for now. I don't know if it's available now. But if you're familiar with the film, something awful happens to Charles Bronson's wife and daughter, and these three guys, these thugs, come in and assault them. And I just watched this again a couple months ago, and one of the thugs is none other than Jeff Goldblum, and I don't really think of him as that type of character, so it was kind of odd seeing him play that. Another film that I've never had, I just bought this yesterday, is Hacksaw Ridge. And this is also a Best Buy exclusive with a clear slipcover. Take the cover off, and you have some very nice artwork there. And on the back, and on the inside, this has the 4K and the Blu-ray. $20. I never saw this film. I've heard it's very violent, and it's directed by Mel Gibson, not one of my favorite people. I'm sure you can guess why, but I went for it anyways because it just looks so cool. Now, when I was at Best Buy, I also saw this film in a Blu-ray Steelbook, and I thought, oh, maybe I'll get that. But fortunately, I didn't, because when I came home, I realized I already have the Steelbook on DVD, and I'm not going to buy it again just for the Blu-ray. And it's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the horror classic. And on the back of this, it actually has all the features listed, just like a regular Blu-ray or DVD would have. And on the inside, you have two discs. One is the feature, and one's a bunch of bonus material, and then a little bit of artwork there. You know, funny thing about this film is I saw this when I was in high school, and freaked me out. And then I saw this again a few years ago, and it's really not very graphic. So I think it was all in your head, which is to the filmmaker's credit, being able to do that with a good horror film. Now, the last category of steelbooks I'm going to talk about is sort of outliers, or a nostalgia trip, really. And that is the Ultraman collection. It starts with Ultra Q. And I had never heard of this one. This was a Japanese series. Well, these were all Japanese series, but some of them were shown in America. And Ultra Q was supposed to be aimed more for adults, like a Twilight Zone or Outer Limits type thing. Some of it is pretty kid-friendly, though, I would say. But these are all really nicely done. I'm not going to show you all of them, but let me give you an idea. They have the clear slipcase. Take that off. This particular one is embossed here also, if you can tell. I don't know. They all come with a really nice glossy color booklet that shows all the monsters. These are, again, kaiju, Japanese monster episodes, TV episodes. And it has a episode guide, a description of each episode, and monsters on the back. And you open it up, and there's a little bit of artwork, but there's different artwork on each disc. This is a lot of stuff here because these are TV episodes, and each season must be about 30 episodes or something like that. There's about 6 discs in each one of these, so it's going to take a long time to get through these. But you know, the original one that I remember as a kid watching was just Ultraman, and this is very similar. I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but again, it's a lot of episodes. It's 6 discs, Blu-ray, and they're in Japanese with English subtitles. So we have Ultraman, which is the one I remember as a kid. Ultraman is this, he's one of the space cadets who turns into this giant Ultraman thing. It's kind of funny because they have to make him large because he's fighting monsters. The monsters are just guys in suits. So Ultraman has to be large too, so he's the same height as the monsters. But it's very creative. It's a lot of fun if you don't take it too seriously. So Ultraman, Ultra 7, Return of Ultraman, Ultraman Ace, Ultraman Taro, Ultraman Leo, and they all are similar. The clear cases, the Steelbook, Blu-ray, about 6 discs in each one, and that nice glossy booklet to go with each one. And who knows, maybe I'll even watch all of them. We'll see. So that's my latest addiction, Steelbooks. Some people out there have many more than I do. I was surprised I actually had this many. And I keep telling myself, I gotta be careful with this. I gotta knock this off. Don't buy the same thing over and over again. But I understand in 2 weeks, the 10 Commandments will be out in a very nice looking Steelbook edition. And that is one that I used to have and one that I used to really like when I was a kid. And then I also heard that the Kurosawa classic Ran is coming out next year. That one looks really nice. I do have that on Blu-ray already. So we'll see how tempted I get. Anyways, that's my confession. Thanks for watching this video. Feel free to leave a comment or suggestion down here. Leave a thumbs up. Don't leave a thumbs down. Subscribe would be great. Share this with your friends and neighbors. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.